All right, today's math lesson is still about fractions, and we're going to be learning how to compare fractions, how to tell when one fraction is larger or smaller than another. The first page is Power Up. If you have an adult there with you, if you're learning remotely, you can pause and do this, but I'm not going to make you. All right. Starting right here, when we compare two fractions by deciding if the fractions are equal or if one is bigger, greater than the other, for example, we have the fraction 1/2 and 1/4. And 1/2 is much bigger than 1/4. So 1/2 is greater than 1/4. The denominator, that bottom number, is smaller though in 1/2.
Hi.
Hey. All right. So we were talking about 1/2 and 1/4, and they are both equal sizes, one whole. They're the same one whole. The denominators are different though, and even though this 2 is smaller than 4, or 1/2 is bigger. That's a really hard thing for us to adjust to. But if you think about, would you rather have 1/2 or 1/4 of a candy bar, or 1/2 or 1/4 of a pizza? That's when you're going to realize which one is way more. Okay. Draw two rectangles the same size, shade 1/2 of the rectangle and 3/4 of the other rectangle. And then we look at our drawing and compare 1/2 and 3/4. So we're looking at 1/2 and 3/4, and it looks like 3/4 is greater this time. So the reason they've given you this example second is to show you, don't just say the fraction with the smaller denominator is automatically the bigger one, because if we have more parts, it could wind up having a greater value. Here we have the class painting a mural on a sheet of plywood. Look at the part of the mural that is painted in each answer below, which shows the greatest part painted. So this one really shows you that C, you can see almost all of the horse. So this fraction would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces all together. 7/8 is bigger than 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4. For the first little while, they'll be giving you the pictures so that it's easy to tell which one is greater. All right. I'm going to read each question to you. I recommend that you pause and solve after I read and give hints. Number 1, Sally drove to visit her grandmother who lived 385 miles away. She stopped after 160 miles to get gas. How much farther did she have to drive? So 385 minus 160, and I want a label. Pause and solve. Number 2, gas for her car cost $28. Sally paid with a 20 and a 10. How much should she get back? So she paid 30 and she owed 28. Subtract 30 from 28. Pause and solve. Sally's grandmother lives 385 miles away. Sally's cousin lives 326 miles away. Her older brother is at college 410 miles away. Which of the 3 relatives lives nearest Sally? So A, nearest Sally would be the lowest number of miles away. So that'd be Sally's cousin. And B, the farthest away is going to be the largest number of miles, Sally's brother. That is the answer to number 3. Number 4, Sally's grandmother was born in 1945. How old was she in 1995? So, largest number on top. Subtract, pause, and solve. Number 5. The odometer on Sally's car shows this display: 3,654. How far has the car been driven? Write a number using a comma. You just copy these numbers with a comma right here. Use words to state the number of miles the car has been driven. So listen closely and rewind if needed. This number is 3,654. Make sure when you write your answers, you write A and B so I know which one's which. Number 6, the Martins bought a house that cost $380,000. Use digits and a dollar sign to write that amount of money. So you're going to have 6 digits. These are all zeros, and you're going to need a dollar sign. That should be very easy now. Number 7, Serena picked a big basket of peaches. She gave 14 peaches to her grandmother for a peach pie. She had 52 left. How many did she pick in all? So she had 52 plus 14. And I'd like a label. Number 8, count by 8s from 8 to 96. Write the list on your paper. So 8, 16, and keep going until you get to 96. 9. This map shows where Leslie and Jenny live. Use the map for problems 9 through 11. The map is drawn so that 1 inch represents 1 mile. If Leslie drives from her house to Jenny's house, about how far does she drive? You'll need a ruler to solve this, and I will help you if needed. Number 10, write the directions that describe how to get to Jenny's from Leslie's during using compass directions in miles. So again, you're going to need, I would go ahead and just measure how far each one is, goodness, and say, like, if this is 2 inches, this is 1, then you can say this is 2 miles, 1 mile. Remember on questions like number 10, I allow you to make bullet points and abbreviate. So to Jenny's house from Leslie's house, you'll start with north for 1 mile. And then you can continue. 11, look at the map and name a street parallel to Grand. We haven't talked about parallel very much. They've just kind of started throwing it in there. Parallel means straight across but never touching. So parallel to Grand is Lincoln. That is the answer. 12, 62 plus 32 plus 22. 13, I could reverse. Oh. Goodness. $62, 32, 22. Number 13, 650 minus 70 Borrow from the 6, make it a 5. This 5 becomes 15. 14. I'm running out of time to do this video, guys. Compare 2/3 and 3/4. I really want to do that one with you. So that's why I chose this one. Three-fourths is larger than 2/3 on number 18. On number 19, you subtract. Number 20, the number 4 is worth 40,000. And that's all I have time to do with you today. If you need help, let me know. Have a great day.